Welcome back to Heroes Next Door. Thank you all for joining us today. Today we're doing a station rigs on a pretty cool truck. We are in Ada, Ohio, and this is the Liberty Fire Department. Let's go see what they have. So we're meeting up with Kyle, one of the firefighters here. Hey,
Mike,
Kyle.
how you doing?
Nice to meet you, brother. Thanks for inviting us in.
Of course.
So a couple weeks ago, we looked at your station and we saw this truck, and we really wanted to get a view of this and show everybody what this is all about because it's pretty special. Can you kind of talk me through it? And what do you have here?
Of course. I'll hop out here.
All right.
So this is a 2020 Spartan Smeal. It has 2,500 gallons of water on it. It's a 2,000 GPM pump. So what kind of makes this unique is it has a fully automated pump. It has the SAM system on it. We'll get into it.
Okay. Explain just a little bit more what the SAMs is.
So
that's unique.
Yeah. So instead of having like your normal levers that you pull and all that, everything is on a screen. We have one on either side of the truck. So all you have to do is hit a button, drag it, line's charged.
Okay.
So it really makes it simple.
Yeah. So it's all computerized now.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's start in the driver's seat and let's show our viewers what you got here.
Yep, so it's essentially everything here is the same as a normal fire truck. Turn it on, we have a screen here with our emergency master lights.
Okay.
Scene lighting. Still have our normal pump and gauge, just like a normal truck. So that's all set up the same.
Okay, so it's push button,
Transmission,
yep,
sure
put it
is.
in neutral, put it in pump gear, and then you can go. So that's normal.
Yep, that's normal.
Okay. Do you have any kind of extra safety features like cameras or anything like that?
We do have a camera. We have a backup camera and then a camera on the right side. So when you turn your right turn signal on, that shows the ground. We have obviously seat belts, and this truck has airbags as well.
Okay. Now, I noticed this truck is really long compared to the other ones. It's a dual axle in the rear. We probably haven't seen one of these yet as far as an engine's concerned. These are more tankers. How hard is it to drive?
It's not bad. It's a learning curve. It's a big truck, but there's nowhere in this town it can't go.
Now, in the state of Pennsylvania or Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, we don't need CDLs to be emergency drivers. Are you guys required in Ohio to have a CDL to be a driver?
No, prefer to go through an EVOC course. We have our own sort of EVOC course with our own trucks that we take for like a little route around towns and tight curves and all that. No CDL required.
All right, sounds good. All right, and then we kind of work our way around the back here. I noticed that the door says SAM on it. So that's your pump panel?
Yep, this is the driver's side pump panel.
I was expecting that to be an EMS compartment.
Nope. So this is where everything is. So this is, instead of all the levers and knobs, it's right here. I have some scene lighting on this side, our radios, and this is one of two controls for our deck gun up top.
A remote controlled deck gun too.
Yep.
Nice. All right, and in the back, how many crew members is it?
So this truck holds 6. We have 4 back here, and then obviously the officer up front. We have 4 pack seats. They're all forward facing.
Nice.
So you can all see what you're doing. We have our 4 gas in there and our thermometer as well as our radios.
This is not a clean cab concept. You actually have your airbag or air bottles in there. Nice and plenty of room though. You can get dressed on the way to the call and get ready to roll.
It's a little tight with the 4 forward facing seats, but make it work.
Okay, working our way back. We got a little compartment here.
So this we have on either side. In here we have a set of irons and a water can. So if you hop off the rig, grab a water can, grab your irons.
Get right to work.
Yep. No matter what side you get off on, you can get this. So
what's this thing here? I don't think I've ever seen that before.
So we have an accountability board. There's one on the other side, but it's not on right now. So usually it's like a small thing you wear around your neck kind of deal.
Or it's in the Chief's vehicle.
Right, yep.
So you drop your tag at the front door.
It's all on this side here. It's a little tight around here, but we didn't want it on the other side because that's where the hose would be coming off. But we have all of our trucks here, staging, IC, safety, everything you would need for.
So who would be running this? Because the pump operator has pretty good visual. Is he running both the accountability and the pump, or do you have a designated guy to kind of
we'll have an incident commander. Okay. So someone in command that'd be running this, also running the scene.
Right.
If it's a large enough scale, we'll probably have 2, someone designated to accountability, safety, whatnot.
So in a typical A, B, C, just like we do, anywhere else in America.
Yep.
Awesome. I like that. And then back here, you have some cross lays, I assume, underneath the covers?
Yep. So we have, they're just normal flat loads.
Okay.
We have a 200-foot section coming off the left side, 200 foot-seconds come off the right side, and then 150 just in the middle, floating around whatever side you need it off of.
How do you load that with a closed compartment? How do you get those in there?
So they're trays. They come off on the other side easier. You just pull the trays out, you can load it up, put it back in. So it's pretty simple. Up here, we have 2 trays, same concept. These are high-rise packs. So we just kind of pull a tray out a little bit, get the bundle.
Put it on your shoulder and head up. All your connections are here.
Yep.
And what are the levers down here?
So those are all the drains. So after, especially in the winter, after we get done flowing, we can pull the drain so the lines are drained out. Okay. Don't freeze and break.
All right. And you carry how much water on this again?
2,500 gallons.
So that's huge for an engine. For a first out engine.
It's a lot.
That's a lot of water. That's a tanker is what we would consider it. You know, many times we're at 500, maybe 750. Some of the bigger ones around us are 1,000. So 2,500 is awesome. Up top is your deck gun.
Yep, we have a deck gun.
Is there any reason for a firefighter to get up there since it's remote controlled?
No need.
No need to even get up there.
Nope.
So just maintenance, make sure things are clean.
Yep.
Okay.
So here's our engineer's compartment.
And those are all mounted in there?
Yep, majority of them are.
Yep. And underneath that we have?
So this has short section to 5-inch. We're close to a hydrant on this side, we can just grab that.
Yeah.
Our salvage tarps and our saws, we have a rotary saw and a chainsaw.
And underneath that are the stop drops, right?
Yep, wheel chocks.
I noticed that you guys kind of call them air bottles here.
Yep,
you know, there's a lot of debate going across the country.
Yep.
Is it a cylinder? Is it a bottle? Everybody has their own, but
yep.
So you got some air bottles.
Yep,
That's pretty common
bottles.
what I've been seeing. No matter what engine we go to, whether it's a ladder or engine, you know, a lot of them, that extra space around that wheel well, they either fit water cans in there or they fit air bottles.
Yep.
Above that, what do we have?
So in here, we have a mega mover plastic sheets. We have a command flag, so if big incident, put that up by the accountability board. And that's a power wedge, I think also known as like a rabbit tool. Okay. So hand pump hydraulic to open doors.
This is nice and clean. I mean, it's a 2020, so it's 4 years old. And you guys keep this stuff really, really well.
Yeah. Try to.
Impressive. Yeah. Are you guys also first responders?
Not really. If EMS does need us, we will assist, but we take another truck for that.
Okay. So how many members do you have?
We have 27 active volunteers.
Okay. Are you looking for more?
Of course, we're always looking for more.
How would they go about getting a hold of you?
So you can email us at info@adafire.com, or you can message us on Facebook. It's Ada Liberty Fire Department.
If I were to want to volunteer and I don't have any certifications, do I have to come in with certifications?
Nope.
You guys teach us how to do it?
Yep. We will sponsor you through a course. We require a minimum of 36-hour course. We'll send you to a school over in the next county, and you can start running.
Awesome.
So you can run before you have your certifications, but you're not really going to be doing much.
Right. So what do we have in this compartment?
Tool board. What we did, so we have a tool board on all of our trucks, but what was nice about this one is they're labeled. So if you get something out, you know where it goes.
Right. So the rookies that come in,
right.
where it needs to go. Yep. And it's accountability for your tools. All too often, you know, on a big incident, we set our tools down to go help another job. We come back and all of a sudden, like, you know, Halligan's on. You're like, crap, we've got it, kind of thing. We label them, but put away, you know what's missing.
And then it opens up in here. We have storage on the inside.
Wow.
All of our small hand tools are right in here.
Good way to do that.
Yep. Pretty simple. So.
And the other thing, because it's over the wheel well, the smaller tools are up there. Something that you don't have to worry about hurting your back with. You know, it's more than hand tools. You don't have your big generators and nothing like that up high.
So then in here, this may look like a high-rise pack, but it's not. So it's kind of a newer thing we're doing, more of like cleanup. So if we're doing a little bit of overhaul, salvage some stuff still, and we pack up our attack lines, we can hook this up as just forestry line, hit some hot spots, whatnot, or decon. Okay. So you spray off after get all dirty.
Getting fluid off the roadway.
Yep, anything like that.
Your pigs. That's a good way to do that. I like that. Something a little out of the box, you know. So hopefully somebody, you know, goes, hey, that's an idea we should probably do here. That's what we like.
Yep.
Okay. Underneath that.
So we have hose clamp for 5-inch. Yeah. And then our PPV fan.
Call them smoke ejectors or whatever. Yeah.
Yep.
So, but that's what I was talking about. That fan is a little bit heavier. I've seen them up high. Yeah. And I'm like, dude, just kind of switch them around. You guys were, you know, thinking forward enough to say, you know what, that's getting a little heavier.
It's a slide out tray too, so it comes right out to you.
Saving our backs.
Yeah, exactly.
So what kind of coverage area do you have here?
So we cover 46 square miles. Okay. And that's a mixture between rural, residential, commercial. We have a university here in town. And then downtown is just like normal Midwestern downtown. 2 to 4 story buildings, brick.
Right. But you have a college here too, right?
Yeah. So the university, we can get up to 4-story buildings there, dorm rooms, whatnot. So the university takes up about a quarter of this town.
Right.
So.
And we come around back here. See, again, it's got to shoot.
It does.
So
it does.
You know, this is engine, people. They work this as a first out engine, but I like the capabilities that it has. It really expands your reach when you're thinking about, I need fire, I need to get water.
Right.
You'll have it ready to go.
Yeah. So up here we have our extinguisher storage. So we have some hard suction up there, and our CO extinguisher.
Yep. Looks like you got some kind of blitz fire off the back.
Yep, on off 3-inch. Then we have 1,000 foot of 5-inch up top for our supply line. Here is also another little section of 5-inch, also an adapter, because our direct tank fills off of 5-inch. So we don't have to open any gauges or anything like that. It's just this flapper valve, so once it hits pressure, it fills.
It fills.
So, but if we're filling with a 3-inch or 2-inch, we can just put the adapter on.
Okay.
And here's essentially the same thing. Got their ABC extinguisher. Then we got some water keys up there.
Yep. Cut off for the out in the street.
Yep.
Or in the yards. Yep. Again, the one thing that I'm noticing with this, it's very organized. Things are, you know, where they're supposed to be. So even as a new person that's coming in, can learn the truck pretty easily.
Yeah.
Now, most of your trucks, you know, they're all big. Are they pretty much trying to set up the same?
Yeah. They all have different purposes. But like the engineer's compartment's always going to be the same. The tool board's always going to be in the same spot. Each truck has its own purpose, but it's all pretty much the same.
Yeah. Okay.
So.
Okay, working our way up. Let's go up top. First of all, is that a porta tank?
Sure
on
is.
An engine?
Sure is.
Okay.
Yep. So that drops down. It's a portable tank. We have our ladders up there. We got 24-foot roof ladder, attic ladder, and some hard suction, as well as pike pole storages up there.
So for you viewers, we're actually going to pull this out in a little bit. We're going to finish this side of the compartments, but we're going to pull this out, see how that thing comes down, and maybe even flow a little bit of water. Before we do, hit that subscribe, hit that notification, smash the like button, make a comment below, tell us what you want to see.
So up here, we just have a little bit of salvage stuff, overhaul stuff. We have a chimney box, so we have little bags of dry chem.
Okay.
We can drop down chimneys.
Okay.
We have
chimney bombs.
Yep,
Yep,
have that.
you got the chain and the wire brush.
No, we
too?
don't have that. Just chimney bombs.
Okay.
So, then this is kind of our investigation box. So there's some hand tools in there, peek around, whatnot.
Underneath that, we got another compartment.
Yes, sir. So this is more of our hydrant compartment. We have another hose clamp. We have our hydrant bag, another section of 5-inch short section, and this is actually our 5-inch gated Y. So big fire, big water.
Right.
Pull that out, hook it up, you can run 2 5-inch.
So walk me through and how you operate when you get to a scene. Do you pull up to a hydrant and start pulling the hose, and then, or does this just go like a tanker? Like how do you guys operate with this?
It's kind of situational. A lot of the times we'll just go straight to the fire.
Okay.
We have enough water on here if we need a hand jack, some 5-inch. If it's a far lay and we don't have another truck behind us, we'll lay. But usually the second due engine is to tag the hydrant. So
you'd reverse your connection. Makes sense.
More air bottle storage. So it's just small little tool bags with some hand tools in it.
Okay.
We have a box full of gloves, so comes in handy, especially when it's cold out. Hands get cold, gloves get cold. You know, you can change out some warm pair of gloves.
Okay. So not surgical gloves like you have for
structural firefighting gloves. We have a sprinkler box with the wedges and whatnot. We have a lot of sprinklered buildings here, especially at the college. Thankfully, I haven't been around for a sprinkler head break, but they have happened. Then we have a salvage box, just has some small nails and stuff to hang up tarps, whatnot.
I noticed you have the lighting.
Oh, yeah.
Do you have lighting anywhere else? I see this kind of the sides.
Yeah. We have a night scan light tower up top, so we can. That's plenty bright enough. So, but we do have some small scene lightings we can run off the truck as well.
I noticed a lot of companies are turning to those new Milwaukee kind of scene lights too. So those are pretty cool.
Yep.
All right, moving forward.
So in here we have our RIP bag, some extension cords, and then the engineer's air pack if needed, or just a spare air pack.
Right. Now, it's been a while since we've been talking about RIT, and explain to our viewers what RIT is.
So it stands for Rapid Intervention Team. So on fires, you have designated firefighters, at least 2, maybe 4, that are designated for downed firemen. So if there was a Mayday transmitted, they go right into action. We have air bottle and different connections in here to be able to go in and.
Right, because you may be going to support another company as the RIT company, and they may be running Dragger versus Scott's, and you guys are running MSAs. You have to have those different connections to set those in. The one thing I haven't noticed, and maybe I can convince you to do that, you guys need fast boards. Have you ever seen
yeah,
those?
I have seen those. Yeah.
Yeah, those are pretty cool. That'd go real good with your grit back. So, all right, underneath that is
down here. Just we have spare hose. If we get a section of hose dirty, and we're gonna repack on scene, we can just slap a section on, or if we need extensions.
Sure.
So
with your residential, do you have a pretty far distance to go from the street to the houses?
Not really. Not in town, but some places are, but usually it's probably within 50 feet.
Okay.
So.
With a truck this big, do you have any difficulty getting around town? And
haven't really found it. Place I haven't gone yet.
Okay. So the engineers that designed your streets understood that you guys were going to be driving these kind of trucks.
Right.
Yeah, we have a couple places where we just can't get the trucks down. Even the smaller trucks, we just can't make the turnaround or whatever. So that's pretty cool to see. Now on this side is the outlet.
Yep. So if you notice, we have steamers on all 4 sides of the truck.
Right.
So we can hook up wherever we want. We have our large discharge. These are manual overrides for the steamers.
Okay.
So we can, if they're not working electronically, we can do it here.
Manually do it.
Yep.
Good to have that redundancy too. Okay. I also noticed you get foam tank.
Yep, we do. We have 20 to 25 gallons of A-foam on here.
And this is the same cross lays that we talked about on the other side.
High-rise packs, you can use it, access on either side. Then water can and irons here as well.
Let's jump up into the, wait, you have a SAM on this side too. So you have pump panels on both sides.
Correct. So this is actually our main side.
Okay.
We have same panel on the other side, but this is more of an intricate panel. Kind of digs down deeper into it, and then our foam.
So why on both sides?
So we pull up on a fire, and usually it's always on the wrong side. You know, like, and this way you can, if you pull up on the passenger side, and usually your driver's side is your pump panel.
Right.
Driver, come around and work from this side and see everything.
So you can keep an eye on what's going on too. That's pretty ingenious. I don't think I've ever seen that. Usually the pump panel's designated in a compartment or on the side. The only time you really is when you elevate it and put it in the center, then you can kind of see both sides. But since you're doing electric, putting one on either side, brilliant idea.
Yeah, there is an option. We did not go for it, but it is a tablet you can walk around with that controls the pump, same as this.
All right.
But we didn't go with that. So.
Okay. And then last but not least is going to be your captain's chair, right?
Yep.
So what's up there?
So we have SCBAC, have our radio controls here. Also has another screen, as the driver's side has too.
Oh, so you can do your lights and sirens from either side.
Yep. And then we have a tablet up there. It's not mounted or anything, but that way we can map our calls and whatnot.
How do you guys get dispatched around here? Do you use pagers? Do you get phone calls? Do you IM responding?
Yep. So we use pagers and IM responding. Okay. So pager trips, so your phone goes off, mark that you're responding on the app. It shows up in the screen in the station, and you come up, go on your way.
And then let's move up front, because I noticed this was a little bit unique too. You have a hard suction already connected.
We do.
And why is that?
So if we are working a real fire, this saves a lot of time. If we are going to be drafting out of a portable tank, we can set the portable tank right here, unhook it, strainer and everything, and just drop it right in. So.
Does it make it more difficult to get to your bumper line?
It's maybe an extra 30 seconds. So you just got to unhook it, drop it, and then we got our bumper line.
So, man, Kyle, this is an awesome truck. It's absolutely huge. So for you viewers, we're going to actually pull this out, and we're going to go ahead and put some of this into service. We want to flow just a little bit of water to kind of show you how it works, show you how that pump panel works. It's very unique. And maybe even put the light off if that's all right with you.
Sounds good.
Okay, before we do, hit that subscribe, hit that notification so we can keep bringing you more. We'll take a small break and we'll get it outside.
You set my soul on fire. Baby, you set my soul on fire.
All right, so we pulled it outside now, and you put it in neutral, and then you put it in pump drive, right?
I haven't put it in pump yet.
Okay.
So you'll hear it. It talks to you.
Okay.
So we'll do that real quick.
Okay.
I'll come back around.
All right. So for training purposes, we actually already hooked up a hose, have it ready. Dude, it actually talks. The truck talks to you. AI is taking over the world. I just got to say that. All right.
So low foam alert right now.
Okay.
But
This is kind of like AI, you know,
Yeah,
if
yeah,
you
yeah.
talk to, you know, Alexa or anything like that, the truck's talking to you.
Right. So what's cool about this same system is once you engage the pump, it automatically recirculates. So tank fills open, tank to pump's already open.
Okay.
So it just eliminates a step.
Right.
So all you have to do, you open up your panel here, and here's your screen. So here are our 4 pre-connects.
Okay.
We have our cross lays and our bumper line. So
And they're color coordinated, it looks
yeah.
like. Okay.
Yep. So if we wanted to charge our cross lay, grab this and pull it up.
Okay.
And it's charged.
Okay.
At 125.
Wow.
So we have our steamers here also. And you can switch it from draft to hydrant.
Okay.
So it knows if you put it at draft, it'll already start auto priming.
Right.
It'll start. It has air primer.
Okay.
So if we want to go off of anything other than a pre-connect, we'll hit this, and we have right 3 discharge hooked up right now.
Okay, which is orange.
So we hit that,
Yeah.
and we can set our pressure.
Okay.
Then hit yes.
Close charge.
Oh, it's dude, check that out.
And it's charged.
It's just that simple.
Yep. It's that simple.
So I want to talk to you just a little bit. We only set this at 75 PSI, and look how, you know, he's kind of struggling with himself. These are all preset for 125. So many times you have to have 2 firefighters to kind of help you through that kind of stuff. The other thing I noticed, as soon as you started flowing, the truck automatically dialed it up. He didn't have to do his regulator like we would on the old truck. That's pretty slick. So the one question I have about this though is, can you do it with gloves on?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. It's waterproof. You can do it with gloves on. So if it's cold out, you have gloves on or whatever. It works.
Okay.
So,
And then up top, the low foam, I see that tank.
Yep.
The other one is your water
Yep.
that's in your tank, right?
Yep, correct.
Okay. Now, explain to me what the other things are here.
So we do have a manual idle.
Okay.
We control also with the prime. Haven't needed to use it yet.
Okay. So
This
you
is,
preset these. You guys went out and actually preset all this
Yep.
stuff ready to go.
Yep. And this is more of an in-depth actual discharge pressure, engine speed. So it's more of your in-depth gauge.
Okay.
Whereas this shows everything right now.
Okay.
So,
Man, that is absolutely.
yeah. And then
It makes the engineering job not so hard anymore.
Yeah.
You know, many of us get intimidated when we say, "Oh, I got to start. You know, I got to take pump class, pumps 1, pumps 2. You know, just to learn all the different levelers
Right.
and how to dial it up, your idle and all that kind of stuff." This really simplifies it, makes it a whole lot
And then
easier.
if you want to add another line, there you go.
add a
you
line,
just
and then
hit
you can pick
you want.
whatever line you want.
Yep.
That's awesome.
It's pretty neat.
Very cool.
So
now that we're done, how does it come down? Like,
so you hit your discharge again,
okay,
close line. Idles back down. You're good to go.
okay, warning came up.
As pressure was falling down.
Okay.
To turn the line off.
Okay.
So.
Just that simple.
Yep. And it fluctuates, or it accounts for fluctuations in like pressure changes.
Right. So if you have a couple nozzles going, they're going on and off.
Friction loss and everything. It's pretty legit.
Okay.
So it really takes the pump operator's job and just.
Right. And again, you have this one on this side, but you also have it on the other side. So no matter where you pull up, what scene you go into, it's very easy to operate.
And this screen will show the exact same on the other side. So if you had a line charged over here, it shows it on the other side also.
Okay.
So it's completely in unison.
Man, that's pretty slick. All right. The other thing that we noticed is you have the light tower up top. How do you do that?
Our light tower control is in here.
All right. Nice and easy. Nice long cord.
Comes out here. Turn it on. Yep. And then the lights will turn green.
So the light goes up.
Yep.
And once you're all the way up into the extended position, then you can turn the lights on and adjust it for there. 2 extensions, so you're getting up above. That's nice. And now we're up. Okay. And then you can just pick your light, turn it.
Yep.
All remote control.
All remote control. Then we can turn our lights on.
Put your scene light on. That's awesome.
So
you know, many of us, we call in air lights. You actually have this already on your truck too.
yeah.
So instead of just doing the side scene lights, which we all have, you actually have a tower. You know, you guys really took your time thinking about what your service needs here and understanding your demographics of what you're servicing, and you're incorporating that into your engine, tanker, engine, tanker. I mean, rescue. I mean, it's all here.
Right.
And you know, whether it's this truck or any of your other trucks that you have in the bay, you guys really have done your job. The community should be proud of what you guys are doing.
Yep.
So
yeah, we take pride in it. So
yeah. All right, and then how do you control the deck gun? You said that was also remote controlled, right?
So it's also in the cab back here. Get up in here.
A little tablet kind of thing. Okay.
And on the other side, on that pump panel, there's also the same control.
Okay.
So
basically turn on your remote control.
Yep.
It almost looks like my drone control.
yeah, there we go.
Okay, so you raise it up.
Yep. Then it has the oscillating feature.
Okay.
So you can set it to what degree you want, so it can just spray back and forth.
Interesting.
Yep, you can turn it.
And then raise it up. Point it at where you need. Hopefully not your friends.
Yeah.
And then start flowing. Don't flow it. I'm underneath it. Man, check that out. That is absolutely cool. It's also a safety thing. You know, we're used to the old deck guns where we climb up on the back of the truck, and then you're actually controlling it from up top. You're pushing, you know, setting the valves. Using a remote control is very cool.
Yeah.
How long do the batteries last in the remote control? Do you have to worry about that getting...
That's a good question.
Yeah, okay.
I've never had it die, so I'm not sure.
Okay, so 2020, and you've never had it die.
Yep. So, but it really does, it frees up people on scene. Because usually if you're running a manual deck gun, someone's up there.
Right.
But this way, the pump operator, you know, has a pretty simple job on this truck.
Yeah.
He can walk over, get this, and point this where he needs it.
Right, right. And many times, you know, you got a nice porch fire that's going on. Hitting it with a deck gun, getting that, you know, and then getting into there is very important. And that was, lickety split, you're done.
Yep.
Dude, that's awesome. So next I want to look at is you got the ladder and the porta tank up there.
Right.
Can you show me how those come down?
So we have to hit a button inside on that tablet.
Okay.
It's for the ladder rack. It's engaged, disengaged. So we have to turn that on real quick.
Okay. So right where you can see, you do your scene lights and your sirens.
Yep. There's a ladder rack button. Set over here.
So you engage that.
So we have our scene lights here also, but we have this.
Okay.
So we can drop this down.
Like that, it gives you a warning.
Yep.
It's almost like a backup alarm.
Yeah.
I like that it immediately turned on the emergency lights too. So whether you're in the dark or not, someone's not just gonna all walk into it. Now from here, it's easy enough to actually just unhook it, take the ladders off.
It can get easier.
What? Okay.
So we have this one, which drops it down even lower.
All right, that's slick. Yeah, so you can get to your attic ladder up here, your hard suction, your longer pipe poles, your ladder, and then the porta tank just kind of slides out the back.
Yep.
So you pull your porta tank out here and put it right here.
Yep. Oh yeah.
Dude, that is awesome. Absolutely awesome. So thank you so much for showing us this. We really appreciate it. Kyle, you're awesome. Thank you for doing what you're doing. The rest of the guys that helped me out today, thank you guys for inviting us out. Once again, this was Heroes Next Door. This is Station Riggs with Liberty out of Ada, Ohio. Make sure that you hit subscribe, hit notification, comment below. Tell us what you think. You like it? Do you not like it? We want to know. Either way, thank you for watching, and we'll see you again next week.